Ready to open the hood? UseTool for the tutorials.
And for car parts, the right idea is the Mr. Auto app. Easy, fast, and with better prices than on the website.
You will find the bulk control arms used in the video exclusively on the Mr. Auto website and through the link in the description. Turn your engine off and pull up the handbrake. In order to make changes to the control arms on your vehicle, you must lift the front of the car and remove the wheels. This will give you full access to the suspension system. Loosen the stud bolts on the front wheels. Raise the front of the vehicle and put it in the two-axle stands. We strongly suggest watching the tutorial, raising your vehicle safely before carrying out this step. You will then be able to take off the wheels. Don't forget to slide them under the vehicle. To access the screws that fasten the control arm, you will first have to remove the cardan shaft. Using a flathead screwdriver, remove the safety lock and the metal cover. To unscrew the hub lock nut, you have to stop the disc rotating. To do this, insert a thin flathead screwdriver between the two sides of the disc. You have to insert it in front of the brake caliper mount so that it butts up against the latter. With an iron bar and a 36mm socket, unscrew the nut on the hub. Start by brushing the ball joint retaining nut on the control arm, then spray it with degreaser. Then, using a 16mm socket, unscrew the holding screw on the ball joint of the control arm. Remove the screw. You can use a drift punch to help you remove it. Use a crowbar to remove the ball joint from the control arm of the stop axle. Remove the hub nut. Then use a drift punch to knock the cardan shaft off the hub. To facilitate the removal of the cardan shaft, we advise you to unscrew the suspension strut support bearing by a few threads in order to create some play on your shock absorber. To do this, we recommend watching the video How to Replace the Front Shock Absorbers Peugeot 2008-1. Shift the cardan shaft to gain access to the front retaining screw on the control arm. Using a ratchet and a Torx T55 socket, lock the front retaining screw of the control arm. Then, using a ratchet and a 21mm socket, unscrew the nut. Then, remove the screw. Repeat on the rear retaining screw.
All parts used in this tutorial are supplied by our trusted partners. These partners also help us create as many video tutorials as possible. Check them out in the description below.
You can now remove the control arm. You will find the bulk parts and products used in the video on the Mr. Auto site and in the link in the description. Take your new control arm and remove the protection on the ball joint. Put the control arm in the holding. And start to screw the fastenings on the cradle. Finish off the tightening with a torque wrench. Grease the ball joint of the control arm. Grease the end of the drive shaft. insert the cardan shaft into the stub axle. Roughly screw the cardan shaft screw back in to hold it together. Replace the ball joint in the pivot. You can use a hammer to help you. Then screw it back on. Finish off the tightening with a Torx wrench. Repeat the screwdriver technique to block the rotation of the disc and to be able to lock the hub nut. Finish off the tightening with a Torx wrench. Put the wheels of your vehicle back on and lower it to the ground. During this operation, you will work on the steering system of your vehicle. Checks on tyre alignment, when carried out by a professional, will guarantee that your steering system has been perfectly aligned and is in good working order. Operation completed.
Hi, it's Theo from UseTool. I hope this video has helped you a lot in your car maintenance. We would be super grateful if you could spread the word so that we can produce even more tutorials. Simply give us a like, a comment, and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us boost the channel and help the whole community. Thanks a lot and have a great one.